I've overestimated Ra a little bit because currently this hero is bugged. First bug is that this clash ability that initiates a duel between an ally and enemy, this one only activates when Ra is alive, but despite it says when Ra is deployed, but what actually happened is unless your Ra survives, she is not gonna initiate duel, and at below 9 star it's actually every 3 round, and by the time it reaches the third round, Ra probably doesn't survive. Yeah, and the second important bug is that Ra protect allies by taking damage in their place, but she doesn't take damage if the damage is corrode damage or reflect damage. And because in most PvE stages, the hardest stages are actually the corrode stage and the reflect stage, where enemies are mystifier and reflect. This really limits her use case in Rift Odyssey and other game mode. Another thing is the restore 50% HP and gaining 2 stack of Holy Shield each round. This only applies to Ra herself. It's not a team-wide effect like I thought. And another thing we found about Ra is that she's really not that tanky. So because she's taking damage for all your allies and she's not too tanky herself, this means she will die pretty quickly. However, in this season particularly, I found a way to use Ra. Yeah, this is for the people who got baited by my other videos and bought Ra, is with this synergy, the S9 orderly synergy. It says, at the start of the battle, the max HP of heroes in position 1 is increased, and the increased amount is equal to 500% of the total HP of all other allies. This is really high. So essentially, the hero in position 1 is gaining the max HP of 4 heroes multiplied by 5. So this is really good. And who can make use of this the best? It is Ra. Unfortunately, Ra is not part of the S9 orderly synergy. She's in the other one. Like at start of battle, increase the max HP of all allies equal to the amount of heroes in position 1 multiplied by 500. So this is about kind of like sharing the HP of the hero in position 1, which is a little bit worse compared to the other one. It's still pretty good. Like if you have an opportunity to activate this one, it's still a really strong effect. But in comparison, I think the orderlies one is just really good. So if you have the option, prioritize the other one. And this is the team I built for Raw. So she's in position 1, so she's gonna have a lot of HP, and she's gonna take damage for your entire team. And then like we also have 4 monarch because she's not taking the damage for the from the doomsayer as well as corrode, so you still need to have some amount of survivability. But since the corrode and the reflect only deal damage in certain instances, so monarch is perfect, because if you have monarch, it like units will not take damage exceeding 40% of their max HP, and corrode only does damage once, and reflect does damage once or twice. It's twice if the enemy have this hero Doris, and if not, they only take damage once, so they can survive. And I also used this artifact, like it restored the HP of all allies by 25%. And the other two slot, I mean like I have the 2 Valianters, which is Pandora, and I also played Victoria. And I then I have Victoria giving her the Glorian and the monarch and obviously the orderly synergy so that my team is immune to crowd control and yeah, with orderly. So I think this is a pretty strong team, but I haven't got much experience with it. Like like I did some testing, but there's no testing with actual stake. Like yeah. So I didn't use it in Foggy Coliseum or anything. Basically, just did some testing in World Arena, but I don't know if my opponents have their teams built or they just putting random teams in there. Yeah. And another way to build this, I think, is we keep the three Glorians because it's pretty good. And I think another way is with Halisa and Leviathan, or if you don't have a Leviathan, you can use the Merlin. The reason we want Halissa is because Halissa also increases the max HP of your team, your monarchs. So if you have three monarchs at least, then Halissa and monarch synergy mates increase their max HP by 500%, and she will increase max HP by 500% on all other monarchs. And also Ra herself will increase the max HP of all allies by 20 million. So this will scale multiplicatively with Alisa. And then all of this will be combined onto Ra, making her like really unstoppable, and the enemy will also slowly take damage from the reflect. Honestly, I think this one is better. Oh, one more thing. I think Ra would be really good when paired with Isis. Is a new hero that's coming because Isis can revive a random fallen hero from the battlefield. So the fallen hero can be ally or enemy. And if it's so Ra can do two things. First, the duo can finish off some weak enemies and that Isis can summon it to your side. Second, Ra is taking damage for your entire team. That means that Ra is gonna be the first hero that die, like 90% of the time. And when Ra dies, Isis will bring her back. Since the spirit hero summoned by Isis will inherit all the active and passive skill, that means that the Ra summoned back by Isis will still take damage for your team and still be the first hero that die after herself. Then Isis will also bring her back, and that's kind of like an infinite combo. So yeah, Isis and Ra paired together might be really strong.